Hello friends, welcome to the 7th video of this series, that is chapter 7, coordinate geometry. So almost the whole chapter depends on two concepts, that is one is distance formula and section formula. So if you remember these two formulae properly, definitely you can attempt all the questions and you can get the full marks from this chapter. So first I am giving you introduction of this chapter with the help of formulae. Then we can solve the questions. Some examples we can discuss. After that, what type of questions are important for exam point of view, we will discuss. Okay. First one here, distance formula. See here, I think you know the basic concepts of this chapter. We will divide the plane into four parts, and what type of questions you will, what are the ordered pairs in all the four quadrants, and perpendicular distance from, this is all basics only, but once I will recall, because rare cases they will ask you what is the distance of 2 comma minus 3 from x-axis. 2 comma minus 3 from x-axis is the y value, that is 3. From y-axis, x value, that is 2. Like this you can check some basic questions which you learned in the 9th grade. So even after if once you take the ordered pair in the rough diagram of the graph, you will get the answers. Okay. So first we will go with the distance formula. Here we will go with the they will give the 2 points A x1 y1 B x2 y2. The distance formula is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The difference of the x coordinates and y coordinates square and it's a sum. Okay, that is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Some of you will write, even you can write, some of you will write that x1 minus x2 whole square, even that is correct. Because when you have whole square, if you take minus common, even square of negative is positive. This is the distance formula. Whole exercise 1 based on this. Questions even direct or indirect will be asked in based on the distance formula. I'll give you questions, what type of questions they will ask you on distance formula. First, let us discuss orally the questions related to distance formula, then we will go with the examples. First question, find the distance between the 2 points. 2 points, normal numbers they can ask. Next, in terms of variables like a comma b and a comma minus b, or a plus b comma a minus b and a comma b. Like this, different ordered pairs will be given. We need to find the distance between the two ordered pairs by using this formula. Second one is, with the given 3 ordered pairs, is it possible to find the triangle or not? So ABC are the 3 different vertices. We need to find AB value, BC, CA value. If you want to check that these 3 numbers are forms a triangle or not, find first 3 sides. Sum of 2 sides, sum of any 2 sides is greater than the third side, then it is possible, otherwise it's not possible. Next one is, it forms equilateral triangle or not. To say that it is equilateral triangle or not, all the 3 sides should be equal. When AB, BC, CA lengths are equal, we can say it is equilateral triangle. Next, isosceles triangle, 2 sides are equal, third side is different, it is isosceles triangle. Normal 3 sides are different, you can say scaling triangle, but in some cases sum of the squares of 2 sides. For example, you are getting, one is 48, another one is root 48, root 4. The third side is root 52. By seeing this, you can say that it is scaling triangle. But when you are squaring and adding 2 smallest sides, that is root 48 whole square is 48, root 4 whole square is 4. 48 plus 4 is root that is 52. That means square root of the distance is root 52. This is called right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, we know that AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, where angle B is equal to 90 degrees. So these are the questions related to triangle. Next one is quadrilateral. So quadrilateral, I will write you the concept related to that. For all these questions you need to find sides only. In triangle only 3 sides will find, but quadrilateral we need to find 4 sides and 2 diagonals. So see that how to find the which type of quadrilateral it is. If you want to say about square, for all the 4 quadrilaterals, total we have 4 different types of quadrilaterals. We have to say that we have to find first all 4 sides and diagonals also. Even it is not equal, we need to find, because we need to check whether it is equal or not, right? So for square sides are equal, and diagonals also equal. Square sides are equal, diagonals are also equal. So if you want to check the given 4 vertices A, B, C, D, whether it is a square or not, you should check that. A, B, B, C, C, D, D, A, 4 sides. AC, the diagonal cross, like which the non-adjacent vertices distance is a diagonal. Diagonals also should be equal. For next one is rectangle. Rectangle, you can after this I write rhombus, because there is a relationship between square and rhombus. For rhombus, only sides are equal, diagonals are not equal. Sides are equal, here diagonals are not equal. All 4 sides are equal, we can call it as rhombus. If 2 diagonals are not equal, it is that is a rhombus. Next, rectangle. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal and diagonals also equal. Diagonals and opposite sides are equal. That means AB is equal to CD, AD is equal to BC, and AC is not equal to AC is equal to CD for this. AC is equal to BD for rectangle. And for parallelogram, you can say that opposite sides, 2 pairs of opposite sides are equal and diagonals are not equal. When diagonals are not equal and opposite pair of 2 opposite sides are equal, then we can call it as it's a parallelogram. Here we have 4 different types of quadrilaterals. There will be a question on this. If first one is about triangles, next quadrilaterals. I will we can discuss 2 more questions based on the distance formula. I am giving distance formula as it is. The questions related to distance formula I am writing. First we will cover the first exercise. After completion of the first exercise, we will go with the second exercise, that is section formula. One more repeated question, most repeated question on distance formula is equidistance question. See now what is the what type of questions you will get on this equidistant or equidistance. So point P will be given, or find the point P which is equidistant from A and B. So if A is 1 comma minus 3, point A is 1 comma minus 3, B is 3 comma minus 2. A is 1 comma minus 3 and B is 3 comma minus 2. Find the point which is equidistance from P. Here we will get equation and find the relationship between x and y. If you want to find the relationship between x and y, where the point P you can take it as x comma y. Point P is x comma y, and there are 2 points. One is A, which is 1 comma minus 3, and B 3 comma minus 2. These 2 are the points which are equidistant from point P. This distance, AP distance, is equal to AB distance. So if you want to find this, you can take it AP is equal to BP. I am explaining this example. You can take first AP is equal to BP. So for remove to not to get the square root, directly I am squaring on both sides. You will get BP square is equal to AP square. So see what is the meaning of equidistance. This length is equal to this length. AP length is equal to the point B is BP. So after squaring on both sides, directly I am writing x2 minus x1 whole square. You can take this one is x2 y2, x1 y1 first case. This is x1 y1 in second case. Directly you can write it x minus 1 whole square plus y plus 3 whole square. Y here we are taking here y plus 3, y minus of minus 3, which is plus 3. Same like that you can take it for second one, x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square. Minus of minus is plus 2. So you can write here a minus b whole square, here a plus b whole square. First I am writing a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab, 2 into x is 2x. Next a plus b whole square, y square plus 9 plus 6, 3 2s are 6y. And for this a minus b whole square, x square plus 9 minus 6x plus y square plus 4 plus 4y. Random examples I have taken. So now you will get the relationship between x and y. In every question, this x square, y square term will be there. Directly you can cancel x square and x square, y square and y square. You can find 9 and 9 on both the sides. Next, here we have 1, therefore. Now you can take it minus 2x plus 6y plus 1 is equal to minus 6x plus 4y plus 4. Now transpose all x terms to one side and y terms to other side. Direct I'm transposing here, you will get 4x. How you will get 4x? Minus 2x, this minus 6x will become plus 6x. 6x minus 2x is 4x, which is equal to minus 2y plus 3. 4y minus 6y is minus 2y. 4 minus 1 is 3. Now this is the relationship between x and y. So when the questions are given, the point P is equidistant from two more points, that is A and B, we can take it AP length is equal to BP length and square it and find the distance between the 2 points. Now some questions related to this here. The point which is same relationship between x-axis, x and y. So here point on x-axis they will give, instead of giving point P x comma y, they will give you point on x-axis. When you want to take point on x-axis, take it as x comma 0. Always the point on x-axis is x comma 0 and point on y-axis is 0 comma y. Point on x-axis is x comma 0, point on y-axis 0 comma y. So in place of x comma y, you can take it here, this x comma 0 and find it. Now you will not get the y value. Directly you will get the x value, you can substitute, you will get the ordered pair. Now when you are taking this 0 comma y, the point which is equidistant from A and B, take it here 0 comma y, find the distance. So after simplifying the equation, you will get y value. Directly you can take, for example, if you are getting y is equal to minus 2, 0 comma minus 2, the point is 0 comma minus 2. Like this you have some questions related to coordinate distance formula. At the end of this video I will give you the questions what you are getting from exercise 1, related to exercise 1. So instead of asking many questions from related to exercise 1, they will ask you from second exercise. Focus more even on second exercise, because even we have only one formula, that is section formula, but different ratios you can find there. So here you can take it when distance. This is the these are the questions related to distance. And one more last question. They will give you AB, point B will be given. In out of point A and point B, one out of 4 coordinates, x coordinate, y coordinate of A, x and y coordinates of B. Out of 4 coordinates, one coordinate will be given in terms of variable. In such case, they will give you the distance, total distance. So the distance between the 2 points is 10. So find the value of x. If you want to find like that, take it AB is equal to 10. Directly you can take AB square is equal to 10 square, that is 100. And same like this, you can find out the distance and equate to 100. Simplify the equation, you will get x value that you can substitute and get the ordered pair of either A or B. These are the questions of exercise 1. Now we will go with the exercise 2. Along with the distance questions, they will ask you 3 vertices will be given. 3 vertices will be given and 3 vertices forms a right angle triangle. Find the x value. You can use the same concept for right angle triangle, that is side square plus side square equal to hypotenuse square. So the values will be, if one unknown variable will be given in the terms of x, and so solve that, you will get the x value. Same like how you found 3 distances question, same like that. So find the first AB, BC, CA. Then you can write it if angle B is equal to 90 degrees, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square concept, and use it. A plus B whole square and A minus B whole square, and solve the question. Next section formula. This is the one more important topic of this chapter. Section formula here. We have many questions on this. Definitely more than one question you will get from this concept, because if the question is related to MCQs or case study or 2 or 3 marks question, maximum you will get from this chapter case study. When you are not getting 3 marks question and 2 marks question, you will get a case study from this chapter. You will get a case study here. So even you are getting a case study and you will get one MCQ from this section formula only. So section formula, see here the concept is where AB is a line segment. A and B are the 2 vertices or 2 endpoints of the line segment. So there is a point which is dividing M1 is to M2. In some books you have there M is to N, that is also fine. The point P is dividing the line segment AB in M1 is to M2 ratio. The point, to find the point P, we have a formula, that is section formula. Section is nothing but dividing into parts. So see how we will find the point P when point P is dividing the line segment M1 is to M2 ratio, where x1 y1 are the vertices of A and x2, y2 are the vertices of B. So the formula to find P is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. Same like that we can take the y coordinates also. Some of you will write mistake m1 x1 you write, that is wrong. m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 m plus m2 and m1 y2. I am erasing this one. m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus 2 is the a y coordinate of the point P. See what type of questions you will get on this. First one is trisectional point. Trisectional point. So here if see what is the meaning of trisection. If P and Q are the 2 points, the first basic question is they'll give in question it will be given A x1 y1 value in terms of numbers they will give, and B value also will be given. A ratio will be given. We need to find the P value. Ratio is m1 m2. X coordinates are x1 y1. B y coordinates this x coordinates are x1 y1, and B points are or coordinates of B are x2 y2. Substitute in this formula, directly you get first P value. This is direct question. Indirect question is A value, P value, B value will be given. A value, P value and B value also will be given. So you can take it the formula and substitute here x1 y1 x2 y2 values, and m1 m2 value will be as it is, like m1 m2 only, and because P value will be given right side. So you can equate the x coordinates, then you will get x value or y value based on the requirement. Or here we will need to find the m1 m2 value, right? So m1 by m2 will get. I will explain you one example so that you can understand how to find m1 is to m2 ratio, because finding P value is very easy because we need to substitute in the formula, that's it. But you'll feel little difficult how to find the ratio between m1 and m2. So sometimes we take k is to 1 also. It's fine where even in place of k is to 1 you can take m1 is to m2. Actually we will use the k is to 1 ratio when line segment is dividing, or line is dividing the line segment into some ratio. So for example, if m1 is to m2 is 2 is to 7. If you take k is to 1, 2 by 7 is to 1 you will get. That's it. There is no difference in that. So first one is trisection. Trisection is nothing but the 2 points are dividing the line segment into 3 equal parts. For this you can say AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. For now, if you want to find P divides the AB into 1 is to 2 ratio, and Q divides the AB into 2 is to 1 ratio, because this is one part, these are the 2 parts. These are the 2 parts and this is one part. Next question is finding the ratio. Finding ratio questions. So I will explain you the question which is related to finding the ratio. Next one is after this find midpoint. Midpoint is very simple concept. So midpoints will be given for, then directly the question is 2 points will be given, find the midpoint. Otherwise circle will be given, the end points of the diameter will be given, you can find the center. Or sometimes center will be given and one more point will be one end point will be given. So the third one we need to find, that is xy you can take third point, then you can find it. This all we have in the textbook. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the formula to use, we will use to find the midpoint. Next question, parallelogram question. Parallelogram or rectangle. 3 vertices. This is also very important question and very simple. So here 3 vertices of the parallelogram will be given. We need to find the 4th vertex. For that we can take it. We know that in a parallelogram diagonals are bisect each other. So the midpoint of both the diagonals will be same. So for that we know 3 vertices. 4th one you can take x comma y. Midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Take it, midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Use the same formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So that is the one more important question. And last question we have area of the parallelogram concept, already area of the rhombus question. That is also very simple. Find the 2 diagonals AC and BD, and you know the formula, half into D1 into D2. So main questions, main concept for this is, first one is section formula, directly finding the point where it is dividing the AB into some ratio and finding the ratio. Third one is finding the midpoint, and when line segment is dividing, how it is dividing in the 4th one. Next one is parallelogram. When three vertices of the parallelogram is given, how to find the fourth vertex. These are the main questions. I will explain you one example how to find the ratio between two vertices. Here the example is A and B are the 2 points are dividing the line segment. Point P is dividing the line segment AB. So A is here minus 6 comma 10 and B is 3 comma minus 8. Point P somewhere you can take. Here point P is also given. Actually we need to find the point P. Formula is for finding point P, but here we have already point P value. We should find the ratio. Ratio I am taking it as M1 M2. So we should find the ratio. See how to find the ratio when A value, B value and P value is given. So directly I am taking first P value, that is minus 4 comma 6. Left side you can write the formula M1 X2. M1 X2 plus M2 X1 by M1 plus M2 comma M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 by M1 plus M2, which is equal to minus 4 comma 6. First I am writing the substituting the values. For that you can take x1 y1, these are x1 y1 values, x2 y2 values, and these are the already P point we have taken right side. So M1 value, M2 value we don't know, right? Wherever you have M1 M2 you can write as it is. M1 into x2, x2 is nothing but 3 there, and M2 into x1 is minus 6 divided by M1 plus M2 comma M1 into y2, y2 is minus 8 plus M2 into x1 y1 is 10 divided by M1 plus M2 is equal to minus 4 comma 6. Now we have to simplify this in x left side, that is 3M1 minus 6M2 divided by M1 plus M2 comma minus 8M1 plus 10M2 divided by M1 plus M2, which is equal to minus 4 comma 6. So here you can equate any one, either x coordinates or y coordinate. I am equating the x coordinate. So see now how will you get by equating the x coordinate? You can take 3M1 minus 6M2 divided by M1 plus M2 is equal to minus 4. Only x coordinate I am equating. Even you can equate the y coordinate, you will get the same value. So 3M1 minus 6M2 is equal to minus 4M1 minus 4M2. Transpose M1 term, all the M1 terms to one side, M2 terms to other side. 3M1 plus 4M1 is equal to 6M2 minus 4M2. Okay, 4M2. So 7M1 is equal to 2M2. Now we want ratio, that is M1 by M2. So which is equal to 2 by 7. We can write the answer as 2:7. Now like this you can find the ratio. Sometimes unknown variable will be given, that this ratio you can take in place of M1 M2 and you can find the unknown variable. You have these type of questions in textbook. And one more question, AB is equal to 3 by 7 of AP is equal to 3 by 7 of AB question also you have in the textbook. So that means here you can take it as this one, you can write it as AP by AB is equal to 3 by 7, right? Now I am giving you a diagram because some of you are writing directly 3:7, that is wrong. So A is here, B is here, P is somewhere. Now see here, AP is 3 part and AB is nothing but the whole. Whole is 7 parts, but here we have AB has 7 parts, but we should find the ratio of AP and BP. So you can take 3:4 ratio, not 3:7. This is also one of the most important question. Now if you will observe all these concepts, and once again you can watch complete video and check the previous year's questions of this chapter in 2023 March and 2024 March. Same concepts will be repeated. So learn properly, don't confuse with the distance formula and section formula, and don't confuse with the section formula and midpoint formula also. Midpoint formula also very easy. That is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. And one more is 4 parts. The trisectional points already we discussed, 4 parts. So 3 points divides the line segment into 4 equal parts. So for that you can use directly midpoint formula only. Here I'm explaining here. AB is the line segment, P, Q and R are the three points where it is dividing the AB into 4 equal parts. Q is the first to find Q value, that is midpoint of AB, you will get Q value. Next to find the P, after getting the Q value, midpoint of AQ is P and midpoint of QB is R. Like this you can find where the question is about 4 equal parts. So case study questions will be asked. The total 3 questions will be there. In that 3 questions, 2 questions on the section formula, 1 question on distance formula. So each and every topic will be covered what you have in this chapter. Practice carefully textbook questions. Automatically you can score full marks from this chapter. 4 to 5 marks you will get from this chapter. And see the previous year's questions. Here March 2023 question paper. Questions here we have 4 questions. 2 MCQs and 1 2 marks question, 1 3 marks question. The ratio of x-axis divides the line segment joining the points -2, 3 and 6, -7. So the ratio point P you can take it as x, 0. A is -2, 3 and B is 6, -7. You can take it section formula, you will get the answer. Second question, find the area of the triangle where x by A plus y by B is equal to 1. You don't have like these questions in textbook. So take it x coordinate as x, 0 and y coordinate as y, 0, y and substitute there. You will get half into A into B. X coordinate is A, 0, y coordinate 0, B you will get. Third one, show that the 3 vertices are the forms a right angle triangle. So for this you can take AB sides, all 3 sides you can find. Side square plus side square is equal to third one side square. Sum of the square of the sides is equal to square of the third side. By using that formula you can prove it is a right angle triangle. And fourth one, 3 marks question. Point Q is given, P and R are given, R points also given. Find the value of x and equidistance also given. Q is equidistance from points P and R. Take it PQ is equal to QR and square on both sides. Already I explained you this question in the video. Once again you can go through that. With the help of that question you can find the value of x. Here first question in March 24. Find the fourth vertex. Fourth vertex of the parallelogram is D. ABC vertices are given. You can find the fourth vertex by using midpoint formula. Already I told you in the video, midpoint of AB is AC is equal to midpoint of BD because diagonals are bisect each other in a parallelogram. Next question, assertion and reasoning. Midpoint of line segment divides the line segment. The midpoint is divides the line segment in 1:1 ratio. The ratio in which the point divides the line segment joining the points. Here we have first one is about midpoint. Second one is some ratio is given. Both are correct, but it's not correct explanation. You can solve and check the question. Next case study here. There are points are given. First question. Find the midpoint of F and G. F and G points you can identify from the given figure. Find the midpoint x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Next, what is the distance between A and C? Write the ordered place for A and C. Use the distance formula to find the distance between A and C. Next, R question, find the coordinate point which divides the line segment joining the AB points in 1:3 ratio internally. Here we have internally normal direct question. M1 is to M2, 1:3 you can take. And A point and B points will be taken from the diagram. A is x1 y1, B is x2 y2, M1 is to M2 is 1:3. Then you can find the point P. Next, third bit, what are the coordinates of point D? Directly from the given figure you can take it and enlarge this figure. You can find directly the points. Find the points of find the vertices, that is coordinates of the point D. So like this you can complete all the questions of coordinate geometry. Almost you will get 7 to 8 marks from this chapter. Watch complete all the videos and share and subscribe this channel for more updates.